So you're in the market for a guitar strap? Well, you've come to the right place. Hi there, my name's Paulie and welcome to this video. And just in case you missed the intro, we're going to talk about buying a guitar strap. Now for the experienced guitarist out there, this is going to be a case of pure revision, and basically they're just going to hear me verbalise the experiences that they've already had as far as trying different guitar straps out and the effects of the different appointments that you get and the different price points. For the beginner, I'm hoping I can save you some shoulder pain and also give you an idea of the kind of features that you want to get from your guitar strap apart from whatever logo or whatever it happens to have. So we'll start on the left and we'll move through to the right. The left is sort of indicative of the cheapest, and the right is a good example of the more expensive straps. So we'll clear off the right hand side first up and we'll start on the left. So here we have this Fender logoed strap, and it's pretty typical of the cheaper straps, you know, the $15 to $30 mark. They're generally made out of synthetic material, and they may or may not have a leather end on them with the eyelet for the strap button to go through. The leather ones are a little bit better, as leather tends to wear better than synthetic materials when it comes to being pressed over the strap button time and time again. This one has a adjustable buckle, which is basically infinitely adjustable within its range, so you can get it exactly where you want it as far as the height of the guitar is concerned. This particular strap is easy to roll up and can be rolled up pretty small. So if you have a guitar with a cutaway, when it's in its case, providing the case isn't moulded to that cutaway, you can probably slot the strap in between the neck and the cutaway horn. Also, it can be flattened out pretty well and fit in most storage compartments that guitar cases have. You know, it still rolls up pretty small. The only con I can really say, or there's actually two cons. The wear and tear is a consideration, as synthetic materials, not all synthetic materials, but you know, many synthetic materials do tend to wear and tear a little more than leather. And the other con is the width of this strap and the lack of padding. If you have a heavier guitar, you know, from the 8.5, 9 pounds or so and up range, you will find this strap to be quite uncomfortable after about an hour's worth of standing up with the instrument. And there's nothing worse than having an aching shoulder. I know, I've had it many times, and thus I steer clear of using this strap during gigs. It's good for, you know, short rehearsals and things like that. It can roll up into the case, and that way, you know, I'm not carrying an extra bag or whatever if I'm just travelling light. So that's the cheaper straps, $15 to $30. Next we have this Wand Professional strap. I'm not really sure what price point these are, and I don't even know if they still make them, to be honest. But it is some synthetic and some leather materials. This one actually came with a guitar that I bought many years ago, and I thought I may as well talk about it anyway, because it's got some good features. The body of the strap is made out of what looks like wetsuit material, so it's a synthetic sort of material on the outside with the rubber, aerated rubber in the middle, and it provides a good level of comfort. It's a little bit stretchy, and as you play the guitar it does tend to stretch and move around a little. The eyelets are leather, but they're a little thinner than all of the other straps that I have as examples in this video, which means that this thinner leather will wear a little faster. If you use the strap locks that it's got on it, you can choose whether you want to actually disconnect the strap lock or disconnect it from the strap in this manner, which is a good feature. You know, some people might actually enjoy that feature. Other than that, it's pretty well made. It's got substantial rivets there holding the thing together, and the adjustment on this one is one of those buckles, infinitely adjustable sort of buckle, but it does have a reasonably short range of adjustment. It also has this little leather tag here to protect your guitar from rubbing against the strap. The only con that I can really think of with this strap is the size that it becomes when you roll it up. Because if you roll it up, that is not going to fit in your guitar case in between, you know, the neck and the horn of the cutaway. And it may fit in some storage compartments in guitar cases, but it's not going to be an easy fit. It's, you know, it'd be okay in some of the bigger compartments, but you know, not in the ones that run underneath the neck of the guitar or anything like that. So the only real con with this guy is the size of it. It's a little bit big to hide away. So let's look at the next one. So this is sort of in the $50 to $60 price range. It's a plain strip of leather, and it's a little wider than the other two guitar straps. It's about 1/8 of an inch wider than the wand, and this is actually a custom strap. It's got my name on it, as you can see. So the leather on this guy is pretty thick. It's a little wider, which is going to provide a higher level of comfort than a thinner strap for those heavier guitars. Let's see how it rolls up. Now, without the strap button on there, you would probably be able to roll that up small enough to fit in the horn or in the cutaway of a guitar in the case, and you probably get it to go flat enough. Yeah, you probably would. Yeah, you get that flat enough to fit in most guitar cases in the storage compartment. So this probably, it'd probably be as comfortable as the one that had the wetsuit material for the body, and it's small enough. It's probably all round a pretty good strap. You know, it'll last a long time. It's all leather. The adjuster on it is probably the only con if you can't get it exactly where you want it, and it doesn't adjust quickly. You need to actually pull the strap apart to adjust it to a new hole. And then you have a couple of adjustments here as well as to which hole which eyelet you use. That's probably the only con for this guy. So it's not the most comfortable strap I have, but the next one is probably my favourite strap of all of them. So last up, this one's in the $60 to $70 price range. It is extremely comfortable. It's the widest strap I have. It's even wider than the last guy. Now, whether you can see that because it's black on black. Maybe that might be better. But yeah, you can see that now. There you go. So it's even wider than the last strap. It's probably it'd be 4 inches wide, or 100 millimeters for those in the metric world. It's made out of good quality leather. On the outside it's nice and thick, and on the inside it's got padding and suede. So I don't know whether you can really see that, but it's padded with a suede inner. It's got that same adjusting situation that I mentioned on the previous one, where you've actually got to pull the tail end of the strap apart and choose the slots you want to run through. And it's got a couple of different adjustments as far as the eyelets are concerned. So that's probably a little con. It's not infinitely adjustable, but if you can put up with it being, you know, an inch or so either way, you should be fine. So ultimate comfort. Comfort is probably the thing that this thing excels at the most. As far as portability is concerned, you can forget fitting it in the horn, or in the gap between the neck and the horn of your guitar. As for an acoustic it'd be okay, but for an electric it's actually higher than the internals of the case, even though it probably almost rolls up small enough that way. And I doubt that you would fit it in. You might fit it into some of the really big cases if you laid it flat like this. Yeah, you'd probably get it close. But I tend to put it in a separate road case. I only really use this one for gigs, so it goes in my cable case. So that guy's $60 to $70. So whether you're chasing comfort and you want to go for something like this, or whether you're chasing just pure portability and you want to go for something like this, or whether price point is the most important aspect you're looking for, so the cheaper one is what you're going to go for, just bear in mind with the smaller width strap, you're going to look at shoulder pain if you are using your guitar standing up for long periods of time. I suffered from shoulder pain until I started using this guy here, and I was right after that. So anyway, so I hope you found this video interesting and informative. And I hope that now that you've seen this video, when you go into the store you'll have more of an idea of finding something that suits your needs, instead of being bamboozled by everything that's there. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't hesitate to subscribe. And most of all, have a great day. I'll catch you later.